We have some breaking news just in out of California where we are learning that defendant Robert Durst will take the stand in his own defense. Durst's defense team has confirmed with Court TV that he is expected to testify, and this testimony could come as early as tomorrow. You can count on Court TV airing it live as soon as that testimony begins. Again, this is in the JINX murder trial. Breaking news, Robert Durst will testify, and this could happen tomorrow. And our cameras will be showing it all to you here on Court TV. This is him. He's looked pretty ill the last several weeks, and we know his defense team tried to have this trial brought to a screeching halt with that motion for a mistrial based on his health. The court denied that. That was a big ruling that came Monday, and we could see fireworks in the courtroom tomorrow. Let me bring in my think tank for a reaction to this. You know, we were just talking about a defendant in the North Dakota case testifying. What about the JINX murder trial? This is huge. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me go first to you, Al Wunsch III. What do you think about Robert Durst's decision to testify? Can he help himself?
Probably not. I mean, he's a little out there. And, you know, anyone who's watched the HBO special about him and everything along those lines, you know, I can't see. He's a guy who I think thinks he can help himself. And those are the worst kind of clients. Anytime you have a client that says, put me up there, I can take care of this. I got him eating out of my hand. You know, you might as well just ship in the guilty verdict right there.
Yeah, they rarely help themselves, right? This is really something. Ann, let me go to you on this one. When John Lewin, the deputy DA who's prosecuting this case, gets a chance to cross Robert Durst, I can't even imagine how this is going to go, because, I mean, John Lewin, I mean, he is adamant about his thoughts on Durst, what he thinks occurred. He's trying to prove 3 murders occurred here, not just the one that he has to prove in California. He's trying to prove 2 other ones. And he is so invested in this case. I mean, he's lived it for years. How do you think he needs to come at him on cross, given that this is a guy who looks, quite frankly, just pitiable?
I know. You know, this prosecutor is just so rabid about this case. I mean, it's amazing to watch him. He's got so much energy, and he's so invested in this case. And he is trying, you know, 3 murder trials, almost really kind of a 3-ring circus here. I think he's going to come at him with all he's got. This is the target of his case. This is the target of his ire. And he doesn't believe that Durst is, you know, a weak-hearted man or a physically weak man. I mean, he feels, I think, that Durst can stand up to this. And I think he's going to take him on. And I think the jury probably likes him. I've heard that the jury likes him from court observers there. And the 2 attorneys that are representing him, I know both of them, Dick DeGuerin and Dave Chestnut. They're excellent lawyers. But it's his right to testify, not theirs.
Right, exactly. And he's made it clear he wants to talk. This isn't the first time he's been on trial for murder. We know the last one ended in an acquittal. I'm still shaking my head on that one. Michael Sterling, tell me, if you were representing Robert Durst and knowing he's adamant about getting up there, telling his story, how would you prepare him, both for the direct examination and then for John Lewin's cross, which probably will last for weeks? I mean, who knows? We know he's going to spend a lengthy time going through everything. What would you say to him? How do you even begin such a task?
I would prepare him thoroughly. You know, I would spend probably weeks, if not at least a month, doing the direct examination and demonstrating to him exactly what's going to happen on cross. And sometimes when you do that to your clients, they understand exactly what's going to happen and make a determination, particularly when you show them how brutal cross-examination could be. They make a determination, let me decide against testifying. Now, I'm not one to bet against Dick DeGuerin. He's one of the most talented trial lawyers of the 20th and 21st century. So I'm certainly not somebody who's going to underestimate or bet against Dick DeGuerin, who walked him in his first murder trial in Texas and who was representing him here. So I imagine that Dick DeGuerin, who is the master of preparation, one of the masters of trial law in the country, has him ready and has convey to him fully what's going to happen to him both on direct and cross-examination.
Right. Well said, Michael. You know, and they've had a lot of time to prepare, too, because remember, this trial had kind of the false start, if you will, with the pandemic. They began, and he saw John Lewin's open. He knew where he was going with it. Some witnesses called, so certainly a lot of time to prepare for direct. Breaking news, Robert Durst could testify tomorrow.